Miami Heat Nation, what is going on? So, in today's video, we do got some bad news involving Kevin Durant. It's not looking good now. Yesterday, it was looking more positive. This morning, you guys are not going to like what you're about to hear. But before we do start today's video, if you guys enjoy Miami content, we do upload every single day. And our goal this year is to upload for 365 days, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Continue to keep liking, sharing, subscribing, and let's get back in today's video. Now, before we do get to the negative news, let's talk about some news that did come out involving the Miami Heat. So Markieff Morris was talking about the Miami Heat on Get Up, which is on the ESPN. And he says he wants to see Kevin Durant in Miami. He says the little time that I did spend in Miami, that's the best brand of basketball I've been a part of. Spo does a great job of getting best out of guys. I think that's a perfect spot for him. I think he can flourish there. So once again, shout out to Markieff Morris, recruiting Durant to Miami and saying, listen, he's a good fit. He's going to play his best basketball in Miami. So I respect it. I appreciate it. And everybody knows this. What I will say is Spo does need to fix this offense because back then it was a little bit better. Now it's just like very stagnant. But once again, another former NBA player is telling Durant, go to Miami and pretty much telling the front office to pull this trade off. It's not just us. It's not just the Miami Heat fans. There's former NBA players that want him on this roster. So let's get the job done. Now, this is where the bad news comes. Very unfortunate. It says, to this point in negotiations, the Heat have not finally offered Ware in a proposed trade package, sources told Clutch Points. If Pat Riley and the front office don't push more chips to get Durant, they will be out, and the Suns will further their talks with other teams interested. The framework of the Suns/Heat deal would see Ware and Wiggins headline the assets going out for Miami. Do I got to repeat it again? If the Heat do not offer Kel'el Ware in a proposed trade package, the front office of the Phoenix Suns will have to move on. Meaning Kevin Durant will not be getting traded to the Miami Heat. Now, this kind of puts me in a weird position because I know a lot of people don't want to trade Kel'el Ware, and I totally understand it. It makes perfect sense. Why are we going to trade one of our future centers for a 36, 37-year-old Kevin Durant that you don't know you're going to have for too long? 2 to 3 years. I get it. But and another thing that you could possibly think of, if the Miami Heat do trade Kel'el Ware and we keep this pick in the draft, we can replace Kel'el Ware with another center if you want to go that direction. I understand we've seen a lot of great stuff from Kel'el Ware in his rookie year, but we also seen a lot of bad stuff. I'm just trying to play both sides. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think positive. Yes, I want to keep Kel'el Ware. You guys know that. But I also want Kevin Durant. And the thing is, you can't have both in life. You just can't. And that's kind of how life works. So this is kind of where the Miami Heat are at the standstill with Kevin Durant. The Phoenix Suns want to trade Kevin Durant before the draft. They want to. The draft is the 25th. That's next Wednesday. We don't really got much time. We don't. So, once again, let me know in the comment sections, what do you guys think about the news that came out today? That if the Miami Heat do not include Kel'el Ware, the Phoenix Suns plan to move on and not trade Kevin Durant to the Miami Heat. Now, in other news involving Kevin Durant and other teams, reportedly the Houston Rockets have offered Jalen Green and the 10th pick for Kevin Durant, but have refused to include players like Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, and Reed Shepherd. Now, the Phoenix Suns want players like Jabari Smith, like Tari Eason. It doesn't make sense for the Phoenix Suns to take Jalen Green in the 10th pick. Like, it wouldn't work out. Jalen Green, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. Like, how is that working out? It's not. So, I mean, this is kind of good news. It's like the Rockets are not given what they want. And so isn't the Miami Heat. So maybe the Phoenix Suns will be at a point where they just have to trade him just for whatever. But then if that's the case, they're going to go, what's the best package available? And maybe it's the Rockets. Maybe it's Minnesota. Maybe it's the Spurs. That's when it kind of gets tough. Like, it's good and bad. The Miami Heat just need to get this deal done. If you gotta give up Ware, it's going to sting. But then we could replace Ware. We can get another center. There's a lot of good centers in this draft that we can, be the next guy. And if you guys want me to make a video about, centers replacing Kel'el Ware in the draft, I can do that too. So you guys can understand a little bit more. But this is kind of where the Miami Heat's at right now. Now, once again, take this as a grain of salt. I don't know if this is true or not, but he continues to keep reporting about Miami Heat news, Vice Heat vibes. And it says new. DeMar DeRozan and Jonathan Kuminga aren't just viewed as fallback options for Miami. They are viewed as potential secondary moves after KD is acquired, which the Heat expect to happen soon. So what he's reporting is that the Miami Heat want to trade for Kevin Durant, but they also want to trade for DeMar DeRozan or Jonathan Kuminga. They want 2 stars on their team to team up with Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo. Now, that sounds like a dream come true. It really does. Because it's like, if we trade majority of our players in the Kevin Durant trade, who are we trading for DeMar DeRozan? I mean, you could technically do like a Terry Rozier flop. Not flop, but like a flip for DeRozan. I mean, the Kings do need a point guard. But I don't know how that would work. And then even Jonathan Kuminga, like, it's going to be a sign and trade, but who are the Heat going to give up? You know what I mean? So, like I said, take it as a grain of salt. I don't know how true this is. If the Miami Heat are going to be really, really that aggressive and try to, acquire Kevin Durant and DeMar DeRozan, that would be absolutely insane. But let me know what you guys think. Now, Heat Culture made a post talking about Kevin Durant if the Heat land Kevin Durant. And I thought this was interesting. So it says, Bam's best shot at a Defensive Player of the Year award again is getting Kevin Durant. Miami Heat fans are so delusional, but I love it. So KD equals more attention. KD equals more TV games. KD equals first take segments, which is still attention. KD equals better regular season record. KD equals spotlight on the 13/Heat. Now I understand what he's coming from. Like, you add a superstar player to your team, you're going to get acknowledged a little bit more. Like the Miami Heat, and a lot of people weren't talking about him after Jimmy Butler got traded because it's like they're in a losing streak. There's not really big names over there. Like, they don't really respect Tyler and Bam as stars. They just don't. That's what the media is. The media it is what it is. But if you do acquire a player like Durant and Durant's playing bad, they're going to talk about Miami. If Durant's playing good, they're going to talk about Miami. If they start doing very, very good, the big three's dominating, they're going to talk about, can the Miami Heat win the championship? That's what they're going to do. So I understand his logic. I really do. But I just think the voters don't respect Bam at all. And I just don't think they're going to give him another Defensive Player of the Year award. I just don't see it. It's unfortunate because he's going against more than just what other players are going against. But hey, once again, let me know what you guys think about today's video. Another update on the Kevin Durant situation, another update on the Kevin Durant and DeMar DeRozan and Jonathan Kuminga situation. If you guys enjoyed today's video, continue to keep liking, sharing, subscribing. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow, and I'm out.